In this lesson, we're going to learn how to write queries against an iModel. So now that we understand the schemas of the house model, it's time to write some queries. So we'll head over to the iModel console, and it uses EC-SQL to write queries. It's a language based on SQL, has a very similar syntax. So we'll do a basic select star from, and the way we define tables in EC-SQL is by using the schema and class name of the class we're looking for. So in this case, we can copy our schema and class name from the Schema Explorer, head back to the console, paste, press enter, and this gives us a list of our smart devices. So we can see there are 27 smart devices in this model, and this is all the data, the properties associated with them. It's a lot of data. Let's see if we can find our smart device ID and type. They're right here at the end, smart device ID and type. Now these are the properties that we really care about that describe our smart devices. We don't really need the rest of this data, so we can clean our query up. We can do that by going to the history, get our last query, and then we can just pass in the properties we need. So we want the EC instance ID, we want the smart device ID, and the smart device type. As you can see, the console does have autocomplete, so it's completely aware of the schemas inside this model and will suggest class and property names as you type them. So smart device type is what I need, press enter. And here is a cleaner result for our smart device data. Now the smart device ID and type are the properties from the DGN file that we looked at. And the EC instance ID is an iModel specific property. Pretty much any element inside an iModel, be it a 2D element, a 3D element, informational element, is going to have an EC instance ID. It's like the primary key for iModel elements. All right, so that wraps up the basics of the iModel console. One more cool feature here I want to show is that you can share your query result either by providing a link. You would have to add the person you're sharing the link with to the project, or you can also export in Excel and get a nice shareable output. But that wraps up the data section for this course. Now we're going to use this knowledge in the upcoming chapters to actually fulfill our use case. So let's get started on that up next.